Hello all you bladers, and this is usually the part where we review the box, but I forgot to review it and I just unboxed it straight away. Sorry about that, but let's continue. Alright, so this is Cho-Z Valkyrie without the stickers. It looks pretty plain actually, but now we're gonna put the stickers on. So this is the Cho-Z Valkyrie layer. It looks way better with the stickers, the details and everything really pop out. So burst locks. It has 3 burst locks because obviously its main points are wings. So how this works is basically when you launch the base super hard, these 3 wings will pop out. Let me just get them out. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Usually it takes a couple of tries to get them out, and there's 3. So basically, the inside of the wings, the only one that works on Cho-Z Valkyrie is actually this one here. When the wing goes out, this part goes in, and that stops the disc from moving towards that point. Now, if you knock this burst lock in, and then you burst it, that's still possible. But if these burst locks are out, they're very hard to knock in. Especially, you could just knock in these 2 and lose stamina. So, yeah, it's actually pretty circular for a Valkyrie layer. Valkyrie layers are usually like a complete triangle. This is more circular, which I do like. I like stamina attack hybrid layers. It has the sharp 3 wing feather points like Winning Valkyrie does. It looks kind of like a pirate with the like X sign in the middle, but yeah, the mask looks really cool. This translucent blue looks really nice, especially in this lighting. And then the teeth, if you look at the back side, let me actually turn this off so you can see it better. But the teeth are about, actually only 3 teeth. Only 3 teeth. And there's the big tooth right there. So, yeah, teeth look pretty good. Burst lock's pretty good. There's metal here. The overall layer is actually pretty big in general. Next, we've got the Zenith disc. So the Zenith disc pretty much pairs up perfectly with the Cho-Z Valkyrie layer. So how it works is, if you look at the 3 like sides here, so obviously there's 3 sights here, the 3 metal points, and then there's 3 pieces of rubber. The rubber points are supposed to align with the feathers, and then the metal sights are supposed to align with the 3 wings to add more weight. Actually, that's backwards. So basically you flip it there. Yeah, that's how it should align. So the metal sights line up here to add more weight onto the attack damage points. And then since this is pretty much the smallest point, the rubber is more exposed on this point. So this is actually rubber. This point here. Yeah, this is definitely rubber. It is very small rubber, but it's still rubber. So that definitely helps with attack. And it does not come with a frame, which is pretty unique in the Cho-Z era because pretty much every disc is a forged disc, which means it can come with a frame. But this Zenith disc is unique because it's you know, it's made to like look cool, and it's made to not have a frame. So if you actually look closely, these like Z's kind of like make faces. Like this is the jaw, and this is the eye, and then obviously the Z sign is right here. But yeah, the Zenith disc lines up really well with the Cho-Z Valkyrie layer. You just have to make sure the metal sights align with the wings when you're putting the disc in the layer. So the final piece of Cho-Z Valkyrie is the Evolution Driver. So Evolution, we did see it on Brave Valkyrie. When it's not awakened, it's not very good. It's pretty bad. It's like the worst driver when it's not awakened. But when it becomes awakened, and Brave is not even like completely awakened yet, it's like 90% there, and it's super good. Obviously, in the big stadium, it won't move around as much because of, you know, it's bigger. It takes a lot more effort to go around. But when you awaken this guy, man, it's just insane. Now, you could just cut off these rubber points and awaken it, but I want to see the progress. I want to see the progress of its awakening like we did with Brave Valkyrie. I want to I'm not gonna do any anime battles or triple battles with Cho-Z Valkyrie until this guy is awakened, so we can actually see the full power of the Bay. But yeah, so just as like a memory or like point on the progress, it's not awakened at all right now. There's the first layer on the top, the second layer there, and then boom. Now Valkyrie's supposed to have 2 awakenings. That actually makes sense. The first awakening is when the top layer comes off. That's already happened with Brave. The second awakening is when the second, like this little bottom layer comes off. Now Brave is just barely there. There's just a tiny bit there. If we just do a couple more battles with Brave, or I just rip it a couple times off camera, we can definitely reach that second threshold awakening point. So yeah, this is nowhere near the first awakening even, but when we get there, it's gonna be it's gonna jump up like severely in performance. So teeth testing, I'm just gonna do the teeth testing before the weight. So teeth testing, let's actually put it together. Oh, that is actually, oh, okay. The first click, really tight. Second click, decently tight. Third click is weak. So it basically advances as the teeth goes on. Like the first click is super tight. The second click is tight. The third click is kind of weak. And the fourth click is like, no way. Now, how the burst lock gimmick works is basically you knock this thing in, right? Now, when it's about to burst, it won't burst because this thing is blocking the disc from moving. Now, if you hit it hard enough, the disc could actually push this thing back in, or you could knock this in and then move the disc. But that's pretty much not, and there's no way you're gonna do that. So overall, the setup, you know, very red, very white, very blue. I really like it. I wish they'd add more gold, but there's a lot of gold on the layer, so that's nice. I'm definitely not gonna do many battles, and as far as like anime is concerned, like triple battles or anything until it's awakened. I might do some like marathons or whatever when it's not awakened. Like I could do what happens if Brave has evolution not awakened to see how much worse Brave is or something. But yeah, this setup looks pretty nice. I do think I put the disc in backwards actually to make sure the metal sights align with this. You need it this way and then burst it there. All right, so yeah, this is a pretty nice setup. And yeah, let's go ahead and weigh this guy. Okay, so let's start and weigh the parts. First is the Cho-Z Valkyrie layer. 20 grams is actually not bad for a burst lock bay. There are definitely heavier layers, like Cho-Z Achilles is 21, but that's pretty much it. And then the Zenith disc is about 24. That's pretty disappointing. I mean, with the amount of metal that's in here, it's not too good. It's not too good. But yeah, the overall setup and the way it aligns, the way the disc aligns with the layer should make up for it. 6 grams. So putting the insanely tight bay together, it is 51 grams, which is actually not that bad. I mean, the heaviest bay in God was 46 grams. Now, obviously, you could give this thing like 00 wall or wall scrape, so you could give it 00 expand or something, and it would be like around 54, like Cho-Z Spriggan's weight. But yeah, 51 is not bad at all, especially considering that the disc is 24. 51 is not that bad at all. The setup looks pretty nice, like I've said, and let's go ahead and do the test spin. And actually, we're not going to do test spins anymore. From now on, we're going to do one test battle in the Snake Pit Stadium, and then one test battle in the big stadium. Okay, test battle in the Snake Pit Stadium. His opponent is going to be Cho-Z Spriggan in left stamina mode. Let's see if we can get the burst locks out. Okay. Nice attacks. For some reason, ever since I got the big Decagon Stadium, this Snake Pit Stadium seems pretty small, and I'm sure it will to you guys as well. And, alright, Valkyrie takes the first point. We got one burst lock out, but not the one that actually matters, which is here. But yeah, the Snake Pit Stadium seems a lot smaller. In a couple months, I should get the standard stadium, which is a bit bigger. Okay, big stadium test time. His opponent for this one is going to be Cho-Z Achilles in low attack mode. Or low balance mode, actually. Okay, even without the Awakened Evolution driver, Cho-Z Valkyrie is moving around pretty fast. Ooh! Okay. That was definitely not expected. Okay, so overall thoughts on Cho-Z Valkyrie Zenith Evolution. It definitely moves around fast when it has even without awakening. When it is awakened, it'll be way more aggressive, which is definitely going to be something to, be surprised for. I definitely won't be doing any anime battles, at least 1v1 at all, until I get the standard stadium. I won't be doing any with Cho-Z Valkyrie until I get it awakened so we can see the full power. One thing I do want to talk about is actually a gimmick that I came up with. So the gimmick is basically, so you align it like this, right? Actually, no, you align it the other way. So when you put it in, the metal blades should actually align with the wings, obviously here. They should align with these points here, right? So then when you put it together, just a little zoom out in action here. So when you put it like this, the metal blades are aligned here, right? And then let's say this burst lock is out, right? The burst lock needs to be out here for the gimmick to work, but basically, when it reaches that click, and the burst stopper will stop it from bursting, its attack power goes up. It's kind of like Excalius's gimmick in a way, because this point here is like indented, it's like small, and the rubber is here, so that makes the rubber more exposed. And because the wing is out, this point, it becomes like more powerful, and this weight here aligns with this metal here, and this whole piece here is going to have so much weight on it, and this is going to have the rubber exposed. It kind of makes it unbalanced in a way, but it's just a cool, it doesn't really work, but it's a cool gimmick that I thought of, that it works if you align the disc that way. So just something to think about. But yeah, overall, pretty nice design. Not a lot of bays have translucent designs, so I do like that on Cho-Z Valkyrie. It's pretty thick for a Valkyrie. Valkyries are usually pretty thin on their layer. But yeah, this one's really thick, and then the disc actually has an upward slope, sort of, like when it goes to the right, it has an upward slope, and then another upward slope here, starting with the rubber. So yeah, not disappointing in any way at all. I do have to awaken the driver, practice with the burst stoppers, get that perfect angle for the rush launch and flash launch and whatnot. But yeah, I think once we get that under control, it should be pretty good. And thank you for watching. Leave your requests in the comments, and peace out.